The Levantine DNA? You told me just you don't have it and you're European.
Bro, I'm not a fucking genetic.
Wait. Calm down.
I'm doing you a favor. I'll concede on that. I don't know. I'll concede on that. I don't know a lot about fucking.
Of course, you're gonna concede because you don't have a way to prove the.
No, I'll concede. Bro, come on, man. Oh my god, it's this guy.
It's this guy.
Streamer,
and you're this guy.
Well, do you know me from the Joseph Cohen interview or some shit? That's what everyone says.
Did you do a Joseph Cohen? Maybe
yeah,
lost it.
The other day it was like white fascist realizes he's 5% Jewish.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
How did that go?
How'd that go? I mean, I'm waiting for to do an actual debate with him because it was just like a random Amigo encounter.
You want to do a debate with me?
Yeah, sure. I'm happy. I want to make two things clear before we debate. Yeah. I don't really care that much.
I'm live on YouTube. Just gonna.
Yeah, I'm live on Kick, my boy.
Fair enough.
I don't mind too much about like. Okay, we probably would disagree with Palestine and Israel, but I don't like talking about it because it's not my concern here.
Okay. Sure.
Because it's not my concern. What I disagree with Israel fundamentally about is the forming of the IDF and the Lehi and the Irgun and how British people were treated. Okay.
Okay, the Irgun and the Lehi were categorized as a terrorist organization. I will give you that, but they were formed in order to get the British out from here. So the country will be formed both for the Arabs and for the Jews.
But my idea is that no one was prosecuted. No one was prosecuted for the crimes. You know, it wasn't just British soldiers that were targeted. There was civilian deaths as well, and no one was prosecuted.
You're talking about the King David?
Not just the King David. There was the letter bombs. There was tons of stuff. You know what I mean? You guys were sending letter bombs out to our ministers, people that weren't even in Israel. You were sending letter bombs to the UK.
Okay. So I wasn't aware about the letter bombs, but okay.
There was the letter bombs. There was how the Irgun was kidnapping and hanging British soldiers. There was the execution of our foreign minister. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of things. It wasn't just the King David Hotel.
So you're saying that the Irgun was never persecuted?
At least by Israelis. I think we persecuted a few of them, but you guys
so you did persecute them. Hold on.
No, I'm talking about Israel here. We're not talking about what the UK did. Obviously, we're going to persecute terrorism. I'm talking about Israel, how you guys have never condemned or persecuted anyone.
Of course we condemned it. Haganah and the Jewish Agency condemned the stuff that the Irgun did. For example, in Deir Yassin, although it was they were attacking us from the villages, but we did condemn actions.
Why in 1980s?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, continue. Why in the 1980s was Yitzhak Shamir elected into the government? I swear he was elected like twice.
1980s?
It was the 1980s or the 1970s, I believe.
This is after Israel was established. What are you talking
about?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yitzhak Shamir. Okay, so one of the leaders of Stern Gang, you know, the Lehi, he was elected into prime minister in Israel.
Okay.
In like the 80s.
And
why would you elect a leader of a terrorist organization?
I don't know specifically why, if you're saying why we did it or not did it, but again, that organization was dismantled in 1948. Do you know that, right?
Yeah, but dismantling something doesn't mean that you like persecuted and condemned them. It just means you dismantled them, and it actually like it helped you guys to dismantle them because you just put them into your army. If anything, you just built a bigger army out of the already.
We just built an army because we had to fight against you guys when you were not.
You didn't have to fight against us.
Yes, of course.
But
Israel, the funny thing is, you're claiming that Israel is not persecuted. Israel was not a country before, so why would we persecute someone for not doing something from their own country? We actually, when Israel was created, we forcefully dismantled the Irgun and the Lehi in their actions, and we actually suppressed them and their views.
Yeah, but you guys didn't do that because you wanted to. You guys did that because you wanted to put them into the IDF. You wanted to make
we wanted to make a country here a good country and to make a good government, a good military here. What's your point?
Yeah, but I'm guessing you condemn the new leader of Syria, right?
The terrorist?
Yeah, the terrorist. But he did the same thing. He said, I'm no longer a terrorist. I'm going to be a good statesman. I don't support him, by the way, but it's the same situation. It's literally the same situation.
Okay. I don't really care specifically right now about him. He's shaking a lot of.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's the same situation, kind of just different religion and country. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So you could say that there's a bit of hypocrisy there. You know what I mean?
No, don't think so. I don't agree with you about this because I think the times were different and the situations were different. But again, I'm not agreeing with you on this point. Again,
do you condemn the murder of British civilians?
You're talking about? Can you give me an instance? Like, did we target civilians? Sorry, did we
statistically
target
speak,
civilians on purpose?
well, I mean, you targeted infrastructure, what civilians lived in. Yes.
Which infrastructure was it? That only civilians live there, or was also used as a military base or a military
Well,
by
that's
the
irrelevant.
British?
There's still civilians living there.
I'm asking you a question. You don't deflect.
Well, yeah, the King David Hotel. Yeah, there was
Okay,
military
great. So
living
there
there. There were
was
civilians living there.
so there was a base there, right? They actually the British did use it as a base. Okay, so yeah, it was a bad situation, but they did try to attack the British military. They were not. The calculation was incorrect. They should not have done that. They also killed Jews there, not only British, Jews, Arab, and British. They killed there. But yeah, mistakes happens. The actions were not to kill civilians. Do we agree about that?
I would agree that it was an.
I can talk about the British bombing.
Well, I don't. Okay,
when the British annihilated Germany, how many civilians did you guys take out?
Probably a lot. I condemn that too. You're acting like I'm like pro-British.
It was a war. Here. No, you're not pro-British?
Not my current government. No, I'm a fascist. I don't agree with democracy. I don't agree with any leader we've had in a very long time.
Not surprised. Okay.
But I'm not. I want to make it clear I'm not a national socialist. I hate national socialism. I hate skin worship, and I think genocide and all that stuff is fucked up, and we shouldn't glorify that. Fascism wasn't supposed. I mean, Mussolini, his first wife was Jewish. You know what I mean? He didn't actually align himself with like anti-Semitism until he wanted to like be Hitler's best buddy. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I don't agree with what the British. I don't agree with what America do when they go and bomb civilian infrastructure in Syria and Iraq. You know what I mean? I don't agree with any civilian targeting, but I think it's hypocritical to call out other people, but then not talk about when Israel do it.
Do we target civilian building on purpose?
I mean, I don't want to talk about Gaza too much, but
why not? Let's talk about Gaza because
all right, let's talk about Gaza. You know what? Let's talk about Gaza. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like targeting hospitals, and I know there's tunnels
under. Hamas likes to use those hospitals as a military infrastructure, and according to the Article 19 in the Geneva Convention, once you use that building, a hospital, a school, a mosque, whatever, as a military base, it loses its protective status, and it's not a hospital anymore. It is a hospital, but we can attack it.
But also, according to the Geneva Convention, white phosphorus gas is banned.
Actually, no. In specific ways, you can actually use that.
Can you explain the specific ways?
I'm not too prolific on this. I can tell you. I can just Google it right now and tell you. But in a specific way, you can use white phosphorus. You can just check it out. But why do we now deflect to white phosphorus to talk about hospitals?
So okay, we go back to hospitals. Sorry, it's just you said Geneva Convention, and that kind of like triggered my brain to move that. We go back to the hospitals. So I have a question. So a bank robbery happens. Bank robber holds 8 guys hostage in there. Do we go bomb the bank?
So again, this is a false equivalency because when we bomb areas like a hospital or a school, first of all, we give them evacuation notice. We give them time to evacuate, even though we're going to lose. Yes, we do.
Hamas doesn't allow them to evacuate.
That's not my problem, first of all. How far are you trying to blame Israel? We give our enemy time to evacuate, and their own government is holding them in place. So why don't you fucking say Hamas has been holding them?
I condemn both. Yeah, I condemn both.
No. So you're saying So your claim is Hamas utilized the hospital. They launch rockets towards Israel. What should we do?
Do the same thing we do in a bank robbery. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with 40,000 Hamas militants, with a tunnel system, with booby traps and everything. You want me to risk my own soldiers because Hamas, that military and that government is utilizing their own infrastructure as a military base? Why is that my issue? Why is it their issue?
So you'd risk the civilians though?
It's not my civilians. It's their civilians.
You'd risk other women and children, but you don't want to risk yours.
It's their civilians. Who's okay? So when Nazi Germany attacked the UK and started broadening their borders, who did they put in harm's way when you started attacking them back?
Civilians. And
amazing. So who put the civilians in harm's way? Nazi Germany or the British?
Both did, to be fair.
No. So should the British have not attacked the Nazi Germany and let them just continue conquering?
That's a conversation. Do you want to get into that conversation?
I'm just asking a question right now.
I think going into World War II was one of our biggest mistakes.
So you should have let them expand?
No, but I think it wasn't our business. I mean, the Germans didn't even want to go to war with the British originally.
In the end, they might have also went there. You can never know.
If Oswald was in power, they wouldn't.
Again, it's a whataboutism. You don't know what's going to happen.
But that's what I'm saying. Under my beliefs, I wanted Oswald in power. So yeah. If Oswald was in power, if it went the way I wanted it to go, yeah, we wouldn't have had any reason to go.
So you
And
think
that's why
they were
it's a
not
complicated-
expanding
it's a
towards the
very
UK? They were
complicated
expanding.
subject.
They were expanding all over Europe, but not to the UK. You think they would have stopped? What would
Well,
they
yeah, they were
stop?
going to expand to the UK. We had a peaceful idea. You know, Oswald was gonna do it through peace.
I'm sure they would have stopped. Sure, with their point of view, I'm 100% sure.
But let's not go too far into with this.
Okay. So don't use a hospital. Don't use a hospital as a military base. I'm not going to take you back.
But it's still the idea. You're killing civilians, my boy.
Yes, civilians are dying in a war, especially in an urban warfare. How many people died in Gaza?
How many civilians die in Gaza?
Amazing. How many people? So tell me, how many people died in Gaza?
Let me get the exact statistic up.
Why don't you know it? You know a lot about this.
Because I told you, I literally was the first thing I said to you.
Yeah, but you said you know about this. But
Gaza is not my expertise. I said Gaza is not my expertise.
But you said okay. But you said you know about this.
Civilian deaths in Gaza. Let's go pull this up.
It's gonna be
74. I don't know the exact number.
It's gonna be 74,000. But go ahead. It's not civilian death. It's total death.
Total deaths.
Yes, because Hamas does not differentiate between civilian and militants.
75,000. Yeah, that's still a lot of civilians, my boy.
That's not civilians. That's the total death. That's including all the Hamas, PIHF, PFLP, all the terrorist organization there. And according to our numbers, because if you want to take that numbers, that's Hamas's numbers. So that means you're trusting those numbers from Hamas. So you also need to trust numbers from the IDF. So our numbers is around between 30 to 35,000 of those numbers are terrorists. Okay?
Listen, we're going to go around in circles with this. This is why I said, can we stick to the Lehi and the Ergen, okay? Because that is where I stand. As I've said, I'm not a big Palestine guy. I feel bad for the people of Gaza. Okay. Yeah, no, bro, if it makes you happy, yeah, we're done. But at the end of the day, we can agree to disagree. I still think the way you guys, and it's the way most countries do it, when America goes and targets Syria and Iraq, they send bombs instead of going boots on ground. I mean, for the longest time, we had big battles.
Boots on ground.
What?
We sent boots on ground. What are you talking about?
We don't send them into the hospitals.
We did. You want me to show you?
Enough.
Okay.
Show me. Yo, thank you, Trophy One, for the follow.
We did actually special operations inside of the hospitals.
And how did they go?
Hold on. How did they go?
Yeah, how did they go? I'm curious.
They went pretty good. But they condemned us for this. They told us, oh, the IDF is going into this area with soldiers. Guys, I'm going to block it for 1 second because I don't want to show weapons on this because YouTube is really soft with this. So I'm going to move the block. Give me a second. I'm going to move the block to me for a second. Here. Look here. So this was the operation from inside of, you see this? From the hospital. Pretty long ago. But you see, they went undercover into the hospital. Look at me for a second.
Yes, I am.
Okay. We went into there. We did our objective. We found the Hamas terrorists. And funny enough, after we did this, we still got condemned for putting boots on the ground in that area.
Yeah, but I don't condemn that. I think boots on the ground.
I don't dare you to condemn. But the reason is, okay, so you don't condemn it. Okay, so we did it.
Yeah, but
so here we had boots on the ground.
Okay.
In our hospital.
Why don't you do that more?
Because it's not as easy. You think it's like a video game? Like you open a campaign and you just go.
I'm saying, statistically, was there less civilian deaths when you did that?
It was direct. We had direct information about Hamas militants specifically in that area, so we could do that. And the operation time gave us to do that. Same with the rescue of the hostages that we could have done that.
It's the idea. You've just proved to me that you guys did a boots on the ground operation and there was less civilian deaths and you did your objective and it worked out fine. So why do you continue to bombing them knowing you can keep doing that?
Because you cannot do boots on the ground on every scenario. Are you a military expert and I'm not aware of this?
Are you a military expert?
No. I've been in the military. I am a reserved. I know the operations because I read about them. But your knowledge and understanding that you can put boots on the ground against Hamas militants who were working again from urban warfare, a very condensed area, using civilian clothes, by the way. They fight in civilian clothes. You aware of that, right?
Yes, I'm aware, bro. I don't condone Hamas. That's what I mean. But I'm saying you guys don't choose to just target Hamas. You choose to target civilian infrastructure. There's a reason.
Because they use it. How many how many bases does Hamas have there?
I don't know, man. But
Zero.
Let me finish what I'm saying. There's a reason that when you look at videos of Gaza, there's houses destroyed. There's everything's destroyed. There's nothing
Yes, because
there.
they utilize almost every area to work from there.
So you think every single house in Gaza has a Hamas soldier inside of it?
They have been utilizing many of them. Yes.
Why would many of them? But do you
what
think
reason?
every
Okay,
single
so
house?
what reason would we have to just bomb buildings when no one is there?
Bro, even when Israel.
Wait, can you answer my question?
Okay.
Why would we throw money at this building that nobody is there and Hamas is not utilizing them?
Yeah, but you still do that. You still bomb.
Why would we just bomb like a random building who Hamas not using it?
You asked me because you guys do that.
No, but you're saying you're doing it. I'm saying it's because of Hamas using, and you said it's not. And I'm asking you, why would we bomb a random house?
Where is your burden of proof for a lot of these buildings? There are random houses that have been destroyed.
There is many videos and evidence that they've gone to civilian houses. You can see tunnels from kids' bedrooms. Have you seen the pictures from kids' bedrooms with the tunnels?
You do know though, like when you guys go and bomb your hospitals and you go and bomb these civilian infrastructure, the death toll is way like it. There is no military advantage there compared to how much civilian death it causes. What advantage do you fucking gain from it? Tell me.
From
bombing these hospitals.
Because some of them, we're not bombing the hospitals. Stop saying that.
You've bombed hospitals.
We're not leveling the hospital. We may be doing direct hits, but they're not destroyed. Maybe some of them got destroyed. You know what? Google right now.
Okay.
How many hospitals we destroyed, leveled, according to you? Yeah, leveled.
And like
leveled.
Do you want me to get that right now?
Yes, leveled. Oh, by the way, this is from a kid's. You see this? This is a room of a kid. Was leading to a tunnel underground. This is one evidence regarding that. You can go look it up. It's not really hard to find those.
Picture of a hole. Nearly all of Gaza's hospitals have been damaged, and a large share have been rendered non-functional or heavily destroyed.
And why are they non-functional? Because staff are not there. You can, if you look into it, it's around 17 to 19, I think, of the hospitals are
exact
either damaged
counts of facilities that were leveled, reduced to rubble, vary by source, definition, and date, because some buildings were partially rehabilitated, others remain standing but unusable. And reporting difference between the Gaza's Ministry of Health, WHO, and Independent. Pre-war baseline: Gaza had approximately 36 hospitals. Some Palestinian sources cite 38, but we go with 36. All 36 hospitals have sustained damage.
Yeah, they've been used.
Do you not see the problem with that? What military advantage do you gain from that? Can you answer that question?
What do you mean? What do we gain from that?
What do you gain from it?
From attacking hospitals?
Yes, what do you gain from it?
If they're using it as a military base and they're attacking us, what do you think we should do? Just let them continue?
But where is the burden of proof that they're attacking you from these hospitals?
There are video images and satellites.
No, give me the burden of proof.
You want me to show you that they're using it as...
No, all 36 hospitals. Prove to me that all 36 hospitals have been doing
There are evidence for, I think, every one of those that were attacked.
Okay, so show me evidence for every
You want me to now
open
for each one of them? Really? I'm not going to open now for each one of them. You can go look it
up.
You want me to show you from one specific one? I can show you from one specific one, but I'm not going to just now open for each hospital and show you the proof for each one of those attacked. By the way, you don't want to get attacked? Don't fucking start a war with us.
When did the war start, my boy?
October 7th.
You think the war started in October 7th?
The latest one, yes. You want to go back? Give me which date you want to go back to.
I mean, we can go all the way back.
When?
The 20s, you know, we could go
1920s? No, it was before.
1910s, whatever. It's been a very
No, before 1834, we were attacked. 1517, we were attacked. How far back do you want to go?
How many Ashkenazi Jews, though, were in Israel during those times?
Ashkenazi Jews are from Europe. You're talking about
exactly.
We immigrated? Yes. How did we get to Europe?
Yeah, but that's the point I'm making.
How did we get to Europe?
How did you get to Europe? You guys
Yes.
converted.
No.
Yeah, you guys
No.
converted. You are converts.
Romans came here and kicked us out.
No, that's not true.
The Romans did not kick us out from this land?
Not Ashkenazis.
Really? So Ashkenazis, how did the Jews Ashkenazi get to Europe?
You guys are Jewish converts.
No, we're not.
Do a DNA test.
So if we're converts, do a DNA test. So let's say
Will you, a genuine question.
let's say
would you do a DNA test on
let's,
stream?
let's say an Ashkenazi Jew is doing a DNA test. Wait, stay with me. Leave the phone for a second. Have a conversation here.
Okay.
And if an Ashkenazi Jew is doing a DNA test, it's gonna show Europe.
Yeah. 100%.
It's not gonna show. It's not gonna show Levantine DNA.
Yeah.
Can you Google
mine,
right
mine
now?
Does. Mine doesn't.
Google right now. Ashkenazi Jew, Levantine DNA, and tell me what does it tell you. Hold on. Are you watching and not subscribed? Please consider joining the community. And if you really enjoy the content, support me on Coffee. Every small donation help keep these debates independent. All right, back to the chaos. It's taking you a long time to write
I'm
6
reading.
words.
I'm
You're reading.
I don't
But
like reading.
what is it telling you in the
Wait,
beginning of it?
Let me just say, yeah, but I don't just read the beginning.
Okay, but no, because I know, but you want to go into details, you can go. There are a lot of statistics on it. But what does it tell you on the broad idea?
That you have substantial Levantine DNA.
Between how much to how much?
That's what I'm reading right now. Let me.
It's 40 to 50%.
The range of roughly 30%.
It's okay. It's around 40%. I don't know where you're getting it, but okay, fair enough. Doesn't matter. So if we're converts, how do we have this DNA in us?
I mean, a lot of people have that DNA in them.
The Levantine DNA? You told me just you don't have it, and you're European.
Bro, I'm not a fucking genetic.
Wait. Calm down.
I'm doing you a favor. I'll concede on that. I don't know. I'll concede on that. I don't know a lot about fucking.
Of course, you're gonna concede because you don't have a way to prove that we're converts.
No, I'll concede. Bro, come on, man.
No, fair enough.
We don't have to get like insulting and stuff.
No, fair enough. I'll respect
my expertise.
Okay? So the Jews are from this land. Period.
There's a lot of people from that land, though.
I'm not saying the Arabs are not also from this land and they converted, but sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
So do you have a problem with the Jews having a country here?
No, I actually don't. I'm actually I'm not innately anti-Israel existing. I'm anti-current Israeli government.
What's the government problem? I don't understand with you. By the way, you can have a problem with governments, sure, and not every government is perfect.
Well, I think Bibi Netanyahu. Have you watched the Bibi files?
What's several of it? I'm not really keeping up too much on this.
Have you seen the amount of corruption in the Bibi files? Have you seen like his
interview? I've not go into depth on it, but what's your point?
Yeah, I think your government's very corrupt. That's
but can you give me? Okay, so Bibi did some stuff. Sure, don't forget for a second on that. What actions did my government do that you're not agreeing with it?
Well, we could go
forget
back
taking
to what
cigarettes
I said
and champagnes. He was blamed on. Forget those.
We could go back to the original argument that your country was formed of terrorism against the British, and for that, I would never.
It's not my. It wasn't a country back then.
We were actually, if you actually think about it, we were very fair to you guys.
It wasn't a country back then. No, you were not fair. You were
no,
not fucking fair.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Compared to how he was to other places like Pakistan, India. We were quite fair to you guys.
No,
we weren't going around molesting
you initiated the white papers 3 times against us. The worst one was in the 1939 when the fucking Holocaust, World War II started, and then the Holocaust. You blocked Jewish immigration from Europe coming here, resulting in millions of Jews dying in Europe, and your country is one of the blames for it.
Do you know how many? Do you want to go back to the hospitals?
Wait, do you agree about the white papers that you initiated? You know what it is?
No, I actually don't. Educate
so
me.
Between 1936 to 1939, there was an Arab revolt here in this land. There were many revolts before that, but the major one was between 1936 to 39. They killed around 400 to 500 Jews, and also they killed British soldiers during those revolts. And they made, because of all the intrication, all the war going on, the British have initiated the white papers blocking Jewish immigration from Europe. So they capped it at 75,000 Jews for 5 years span, which made the Jews not be able to immigrate, to run away, to flee from Nazi Germany.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move back to the hospitals. We keep getting
sidetracked. You need to come back. Okay? I can't hear you.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's move back to the hospitals, okay? Let's move back to the no, because we keep getting sidetracked. We keep getting.
You said no, but you went. I don't agree with Israel. Like I told you, Israel was not established then yet back then. We were really kind to you. No, you made the white papers.
We still were.
You
we
want
still were the white papers. That is so. That's very.
So what?
Compare that
So
to
what?
we did to like India and stuff. That's very.
No,
tame,
no.
bro.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So anyway, the hospitals.
Uh-huh.
Do you think bombing a hospital, killing 19 Hamas soldiers, is strategically good for you guys? You think that really helps you, killing 19 Hamas soldiers?
I don't. Which incident are you talking about?
The Kemel Adwan Hospital.
Can you write it?
Yeah.
I guess you were googling right now when I was talking. But go ahead.
No, bro. Yeah. Not Google though. Not Google. Fuck Google. How do I spell it? Kemel Adwan. That Kemel Adwan Hospital.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, so we attacked. How many civilians died there? Because I'm just opening it right now.
19. That's what the IDF reported, at least. 19.
Civilians or Hamas?
No. Did I say civilians?
You said
No. I
civilians.
said Hamas. Okay, I misspoke. You guys, what I meant was, is it worth bombing a hospital if you're only killing 19 terrorists? I must have missed.
Yeah, but how many Hamas died? How many civilians died?
It's not about this. It's not just about the civilian deaths. It's about damaging the infrastructure.
Oh,
that's
if I'm
helping
damaging the
civilians.
infrastructure, it can
You
fuck
know-
off. No, it can fuck off. I don't really give a shit about it.
You don't give a fuck.
No,
about
when you're
damaging a
utilizing it as a
hospital?
military base, that's not a fucking hospital. My man, you're confusing the entire
So no one's
argument
getting
right
treated
now.
there. No one's getting treated there.
Once I don't give
You
a
guys,
shit.
You
I
guys
don't.
evacuated.
I
You guys
don't-
evacuated.
I don't
Well, not you
give
guys.
a shit because if a government is taking a hospital and is utilizing it as a military base, it's not a hospital anymore. You're not understanding this point. It's not a hospital anymore. It's
There's
done.
no strategic military advantage doing that.
Of course
That's
it
the
is,
point.
because
No,
when they're
there
using it,
isn't.
it's the cover of a hospital. They can work from there as long as they can, and they know that we will be very cautious for attacking a hospital. Even if a Hamas commandant is in there, we will take whatever necessary needs to be done in order to save the civilians. And that gives them a head up, gives them more time to evacuate. And maybe sometimes they will miss this opportunity because they will think, oh, it's a hospital.
Why are the civilians in the hospital?
Because it was utilized also as a hospital.
Yeah, exactly. So by damaging the hospital, yeah, you're evacuating the civilians. Now they're not getting their help.
Whose problem is this? Are you insane right now?
Your problem.
No, not my,
Yes,
not my,
it is.
not my region, not my people. You can talk to the government in Gaza who is using this hospital to attack us. You're insane right now. You're insane looking at this point of view.
I'm insane looking at.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane to be
you
like this
think-
entire
you think
conversation. You don't
every
understand
bank-
that you're using it.
Every bank robbery, as I go.
It's not a bank robbery. It's not the same
No, but it's
equivalency
the same
right
issue.
now.
They're not allowed to leave the hospital. They are held hostage. They don't let them leave.
Who's holding them hostage?
Hamas,
their own,
just
their
like
own, their own
Hamas,
government.
Fuck Hamas. Fuck Hamas. Hamas
Their
is
own,
leaving.
their own government.
Their own.
sorry. Their own government is holding them.
Yes, but that doesn't, bro. You're not understanding.
Okay, I'll
my
ask you a
point.
question. I'll ask you a question. Hamas is in the hospital. Is holding everybody hostage. Okay, they're firing missiles towards us non-stop, 24/7. What should I do?
Evacuate the hospital boots.
I
on
cannot
ground.
evacuate. They are holding them hostages.
Okay, then go in their boots on ground.
They're holding them hostages. They
It's the
will
same
kill them.
reason if a bank
They will.
robbery
No.
happens. There are
Hostage.
procedures.
They're holding them hostages. If I'll go in, Hamas is saying, "No, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him if you come in with your boots on the ground."
Is Hamas saying that? Can you show me a source?
Of
where
course,
Hamas
because
has said that?
if Hamas has
Like,
been,
show me a source
if
where
Hamas
has
have been, we're going on a hypothetical. So if Hamas is blocking the civilians to get out, they want them to get hurt from the bombing. So if the IDF will try to go in by boots, you know Hamas they can do? They will kill them. They will blame the IDF for killing the civilians, basically. So you tell me what we should do in this situation.
the same thing we do if a bunch of fuckers go into a bank and hold people hostage and say they're gonna kill them in the bank. There's procedures.
That a bunch of
Let me finish. I've let you speak for a while.
Go ahead.
There are procedures to get the hostages out safe that work. Okay, it's worked for a very long time. We've had situations in the West where people go in and hold people hostage in places, and we don't have to bomb them to make sure the civilians are safe and not damage the infrastructure.
You know what's the difference? You're talking about a SWAT team inside of your own country because someone is taking them hostage. This is a government, one of the biggest terrorist organization in the world, with tunnel system.
That's you guys.
With Sure, buddy. You're delusional. It's good that you're delusional.
Couldn't resist.
It's good that you're delusional.
Okay.
Have tunnel system, have booby traps, between 40 to 50,000 Hamas militants holding. So if they would be in Israel, by the way, okay, if they would do it inside of Israel, and I would have control over the area because they know tunnel system in this, yeah, I would tell you, yes, we're gonna send a SWAT team because it's our country, and it's our people. So we owe protection to our own people. But if it's their people and their government is doing that, it's not our problem.
It's not your problem.
No.
It's not your problem. Okay.
No, it's their government elected that is doing that to them.
This is going in circles, my boy. Do you want to talk about anything else? Well, no, because you're not going to understand my point. Do you want to go and talk?
It's all good. I already told you the Lechen Irgun was not a part of Israel, so Israel cannot condemn them regarding that.
They are a part of Israel now. They are a part of Israel.
After Israel was established, no, but after Israel was established, they dissolved this organization. They were not a part of Israel.
But they still allowed people who were leading that organization.
Yeah, but they dissolved the organization.
Yeah, but they didn't prosecute anyone.
The British prosecuted a few of them.
Yeah, the British is going to prosecute terrorists that were terrorists against us. You guys did it.
They were not a part of Israel back then.
Okay, but they are now. That's the issue.
Fair enough. Yes, we reformed. We continue forward.
But you didn't reform because you didn't prosecute any of these people that did horrible things.
We didn't do terrorist attacks.
You didn't condemn it.
Did we do terrorist attacks since?
The USS Liberty.
What is the USS Liberty? Please tell me.
It was a boat that you guys like to blow up.
When?
It was the 70s, wasn't it?
1967. Basically.
Yeah, 1967.
Remind me what we told Americans before the boat came here?
How about you tell me?
We gave them many warnings and told them, hey, we're fucking up Egypt right now. No one should be allowed to go into this area. Okay? And by the way, the message failed. The American did not relay it to that boat. You know, another interesting thing is, so first of all, we told them, second of all, I have no idea why would we bomb the USS Liberty if you want to talk about the false flags, because we didn't need the Americans, because we were obliterated Egypt during that. It took us 6 days to finish that war. It was actually during the end. And another interesting thing, there was a Jewish soldier, American Jewish soldier on the USS Liberty. Don't know if you know this, you can look it up. He said that when he saw the airplanes that were attacking the USS Liberty, he started crying. You know why?
Tell me.
Because he saw them again, David, the Jewish Star of David, on those planes. So if we really wanted to do a false flag, why would we attack them with our own airplanes when we would not cover them in order to make sure that it's not us? So that we will tell them that.
How do you mistake a U.S. warship for an Egyptian warship? They look very different.
It's 1967. It was many different. But what benefit would we have? Again, tell them a heads up. We did not cover our airplanes. What benefit would we have to attack? By the way, we actually did recognize in the end it was a boat, and we stopped the attack. So there was an initial attack, and then we stopped the attacks. So why would we attack the USS Liberty? What benefit would that help us?
I don't know. You tell me. You guys are the ones who did it. I don't know.
I just gave you all the claims. What happened?
I'm not going to know your government secrets.
You just give me a conspiracy theory right now. And I debunked the conspiracy theory, and I'm asking you, why would we attack them? And you said, no, I have no idea.
You know what the USS Liberty looked like? And do you know what Egyptian warships look like?
What's your point?
Well, they looked very different.
So why would we tell them not to go in there, and why would we stop the attack if we wanted to do a false flag?
That's not my point. How did you make that mistake in the first place?
Again, it was the 1960s. The communication was lower, and the visibility might have been lower. Specifically on that incident, I don't know why. I can look it up, but I told you regarding it.
Fair enough.
Do you think we also did 9/11?
Uh, oh, bro, you're just trying to get me banned on Kick here.
On Kick?
Yeah,
Why?
I'm on Kick.
I think Kick is really like freedom of speech there.
Oh no, they used to be. They're not that anymore. They're quite strict now.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I don't know who did 9/11, but I do.
You
find
don't know
it
it was the Saudis?
I don't believe it.
No, so the so all of the documentations are all lying. The FBI documentations are all lying.
Bro, let's not, bro. We don't need to talk about 9/11, bro. I live in the UK. I'll just get arrested, bro.
Will you get arrested? I don't know.
Yes, bro. Yes, I will, bro. We have no freedom of speech here. I can't say what I want to say. But I don't even fully. I don't know. 9/11's complicated, bro. 9/11's very complicated. I don't like to delve into conspiracies on that end because it is complicated. But I mean, the dancing Israelis is fucking weird. I'll tell you that.
Israeli. There were no records of dancing Israelis. That actually came
There
from
was.
Muhammad. That report, and you can look it up. I can actually. I think I have the news clip for this. I have the newspaper of this. Muhammad Atta, the father of one of the terrorists, actually he went on the record and talked about the dancing Israelis. You will never go right now on your computer, because if it's so fruition, like if you can find this, find me that video.
Let me go get.
Find me those.
My notes. Let me go to my notes.
Your notes.
Yeah, my notes.
Okay. Where can I
have a whole note for this. Let me find it.
Oh, wait, this is so... Let me see if I can heighten it. Don't think I can, but let's see. Yeah, I'm waiting for the 5 Israelis, please. It'd be amazing to see this.
On September 11th, 2001, 5 Israeli men working for the New Jersey moving company Urban Movie Systems were detained after witnesses reported them filming the burning World Trade Center.
Yes.
Yeah, let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
And they were one witness described as a celebratory, smiling, high-fiving, appearing jovial rather than shocked. Police stopped that van later that day. Items found included a camera with photos of the tower, cash. One man had thousands in a sock, box cutters, and passports. 2 men were Sivan Kurtzky, Paul Kurtzberg, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to say all the names. There's a bunch. They were held for weeks to months, polygraphed multiple times, and investigated by the FBI. The term...
What did the FBI determine about them?
Some correspondence reporting and anonymous source suggested... Okay, no, that I'm not going to talk about because that's all conspiracies.
Okay, so it is a conspiracy. So
no,
they did not dance.
Still,
they did not dance. Hold on. They did not dance.
I didn't say they actually danced. I just
you did say. You said 5 Israeli dancing.
No, I said the dancing Israeli.
Okay, dancing Israelis.
That's why I said dancing Israelis, because that's what when you refer to the event, what do you say? The dancing Israelis. That's what it's called.
Don't. That's the conspiracies, maybe. Yeah, sure.
Okay. But still, it's very suspicious that they were detained.
Can you also ask right now if they were the only people who were detained?
There were tons of people that were detained. I don't need to ask that. I know there was tons of people that were detained.
Okay, so
they were the ones that... Let me finish. They were the ones that detained that had a sock of cash, passports, and photos of the tower.
So people are taking pictures of the tower. They had cash. That's blaming them. Wow, amazing.
In a sock. That's the reason. A bunch of cash in
the
a
Mossad?
Sock.
You know. Your idea is the Mossad was so smart, was so insanely good with doing this attack, but that's the way that they lost it. With 5 Israelis who having money in a sock.
A lot of people say they were Mossad.
Huh?
I don't know how true that is. I'm not going to delve into that because I know that's where it becomes a conspiracy. But a lot of people say they were Mossad.
This is just a more like the conversation started. The conversation started nice, but it's becoming brain rot more and more and more.
So let's move back into what we were talking about, bro. I said to you we could talk about the PA, but you didn't want to.
The PA? No, you've never raised the PA.
Oh, okay. My bad. Do you want to talk about the PA?
Okay.
What do you think about Israel withholding money from the PA? You going to say right to slay?
When? And yes, most likely.
For the past few months. Yeah, past 3 months.
The past 3 months, we hold money.
I think it was. I don't know how long it's been now, but I know when I first read into it, it was 3 months. From the PA, they were holding money. The Israeli
no, but where was the money coming from?
It was their money that Israel just had because they controlled it.
Let me see. Most likely it's gonna be these, but do you think the pay for say is good
No,
thing to do.
but it's
Okay.
also
Yeah, it
you
is
have
the
to
pay for say.
acknowledge.
Okay, that's yes. I thought it was gonna be the pay for say. Yeah, it
You
is the pay
have
for say.
you have to acknowledge that first of all, that was very little of their budget. I think it was like 3% of their budget was going towards that, and also they literally got rid of the pay to slay. They got rid of
No,
that
they
shit.
promised they will, but I don't think they officially did.
No, I'm pretty sure they officially did.
No, can you show me?
Did the PA?
I'm almost 100% sure they did not. I think they said in 2025 that they will do that, but no, they did not. I just checked it. In February
The
2025,
Palestinian Authority issued decrees and stated it replaced the sentence-based prisoner payment system with a need-based welfare model. However, watchdog groups and foreign critics report that the payments have effectively continued through structural rebranding
exactly. Okay,
or
so they
quietly.
continued.
But this is where it gets. It's not. People have. It's not. It's confirmed. Watchdog groups have accused it. Okay, that's an accusation. It's not proof. An accusation is not the burden of proof here.
But there is they found it for them still paying it.
But then, okay, let's forget about pay to slay. Do you think it's worth it to shut off money that majority, because the PA don't actually put any money into like arms, etc. Most of that money does go into civilian infrastructure, healthcare, etc. A very small amount goes to pay to slay, maybe about 3%. Do you think getting upset about a 3% budget is worth taking money away from a whole authority? Do you think that's fine? You know, let's just take away billions of dollars from someone because they're sending like 2-3% of that to people we don't like.
I don't know enough about this. I can look about this because I told you I did not know about this specific blog. I read about other stuff, but the pay for say is one of them. But even if it's a fraction, you know, even if it's 0.5%, even if it's 0.1%, I'm good with blocking them until they will remove it. You know why? Because I don't give a shit.
But is it your money to block?
I think human life is worth more than whatever money you're gonna put it.
Is it your money to block?
We control that area. I don't care if I can block that money from reaching terrorist hands. I'll do that.
It doesn't
yes,
reach terrorist hands.
Of course it does. That's the entire pay for slave program.
Okay, bro.
No, it's not.
A majority of that money is not going to
I don't care.
Hands. A majority of that money is going
so that's a
to
penalty.
healthcare.
So we're gonna penalize them for even using a fraction of that money to pay
take
terrorists.
Away a fraction of their money.
No.
Why are you taking away all of it?
Because that's gonna make them stop that. Why would they only take the fraction? They will just give another fraction to them. Penalize them for that.
And you think penalizing is taking away all their money and letting the civilians suffer? Why don't you guys find ways to give that money to civilians?
Because we don't control that. Should we? Okay, fair enough. So we should take the areas A and B, kick out the PA, the PLO, remove them from power. Maybe then we can do that. But we need to control. Okay, so we need to control the area.
I'm not saying. I'm saying what you said. Maybe.
So if we would control the area, then we can just give them the money. Sure. If we will be in power to decide who's getting money and how the money is being utilized, sure thing.
I feel like a lot of this goes around in circles, bro. I mean,
I'm just answering your points, but okay.
I mean, you even said originally you don't even know this situation. You just done a quick Google search. And I mean, I've done that a couple times throughout this conversation. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna,
when I don't know a point, I'm not gonna lie about.
Yeah, no, I agree. I've done the same. That's why I conceded on the Ashkenazi thing, bro. Do you think I'm gonna sit here and lie? Even with the dancing Israelis, I told you I don't really believe the conspiracies too much. I find it a bit suspect. We move away from that because it's getting brain rot. Okay, I'm not here to tell you all the Jews. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all of that, bro. And as I said at the start,
it's not against your.
I actually don't. I don't.
Okay, at least that.
I think a proportionate amount of billionaires are Jewish, but I don't think they wake up and go, "Oh, I'm Jewish. It's time to control the weather and do all this." No. I just think, majority of these elite figures have been Jewish, but it's not a correlation to them being Jewish. You know what I mean? It's just they happen to be Jewish. I mean, you could say under the idea, if you say like the Rothschilds and other billionaires control the world, you could say technically speaking they do, but it's not because they're Jewish.
I don't think they control the world. I think they have power, but I don't think it's enough to control the world.
Yeah. You get what I mean.
I don't think we control the US, for example.
I think you have a big stake in their politics, though. I think you have a very big
also
stake.
Qatar has. What's your point?
I'd argue APAC has a lot bigger share.
How much did APAC give the US since the 90s when they started counting the money? Started need to give the data, actually. That's the reason. Do you know?
I don't know the exact number, but I know it's a lot of money.
So it's 68 or 67 million dollars. If you add the super PACs, it's around 250 to 400 million dollars in total. You think that's a lot?
I'd say a significant amount.
Really, for a country?
No, to be given to politicians, yeah.
So how much money did Qatar give in the last year?
I don't know. I don't support Qatar
Around
either.
$2 billion in 1 year.
What about the amount of money you guys give Tommy Robinson?
What's your point right now about Tommy Robinson? Who's giving
well,
money
no, because that's the point I'm saying. You're talking about why do I
Tommy
think
Robinson
you guys
is amazing. I wish we'd give him more if we needed to, actually.
Yeah, but do you not find it weird that you guys are giving some guy in our country money?
I don't know who's giving Tommy Robinson. Does the Israeli government?
Yeah.
Can you show me? And even if we do...
Let me get a source for this because I don't want to just say bullshit. I think he admitted to it. I think there's literally a video of him saying, yeah, the Israeli government have given me money. I'm pretty sure there's literally a clip of him saying that.
We invited him to cover travel flights. We covered his travel flights and accommodation, but we did not give them cash for anything specifically. I see that the Israeli government in diaspora affairs covered his visit to here. That's giving money to...
Pro-Israeli donors and groups have.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Those are individuals.
Individuals, fair enough.
By the way, what about CARE? You know CARE? The lobby CARE? CAI.
I'm not American.
But you know about AIPAC. And you're not an American. And AIPAC is a lobby.
I think everyone knows about AIPAC, though.
Okay, I know. I wonder why.
Let's be real. AIPAC's the most popular lobbying group.
Yeah, it's because there are Jews. Because people like to hate the Jews. What's new? So CARE gave also tens of millions of dollars to the politicians in America to support Palestinian cause. So abolish the lobbies in the US and then we'll be good. But
I wouldn't say people hate Jews.
Sure, buddy.
I hate Hasidics. That's about it.
I don't know why, but okay.
Because I have personal experiences with them.
With all of them?
So I did a documentary on Stamford Hill, what's the Jewish capital of the UK, and I was treated horribly when I went there. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of
Stamford Hill.
Yeah, Stamford Hill. I was treated horribly. They tried getting me arrested, and I didn't. I'll show you the video. I didn't even say anything to them. I was very nice, and they tried getting me arrested for filming a synagogue.
What's your? Can I see the documentary?
It's not posted yet, but if you want, like, I can send you the footage.
You have a YouTube?
Yeah, I have a YouTube, but it's not released yet. That's what I'm saying. I'm still.
No, but can you type in chat your YouTube channel?
I'm gonna give you the app.
What do you mean the app?
The app, but I haven't got any videos on it yet. I stream. You know, what I mean, I'm literally. This is a recent endeavor, my boy. It's a recent endeavor. I did
because individual did not treat you right in the Hasidic area. You're gonna say you don't like all the Hasidic or those specific ones?
I've never met a Hasidic that I like. Yeah, so I don't really like Hasidics. I think Hasidics. Well, even you guys have issues with Hasidics.
I have a problem with them not enlisting to the army, and it's the extremist one. It's not all of them, but
Oh no, I think Hasidics are very. I have an issue with fanatical religion. I don't like extremism in any religion. So I don't like extremist Muslims. I don't like extremist Christians. And I don't like extremist Jews. And I see Hasidics to be one of the most extreme sects of Judaism. Or so, I don't know if you use the word sex, but
no, some of them might be. But okay, fair enough. Listen, good conversation. I do think you need to educate yourself a bit more about Gaza. Because you're really apologetic to where the way they are fighting us, which is kind of insane.
I don't have bro. I've told you I condemn Hamas. I just I don't like how you guys treat the PA. If you want to say me supporting anything, maybe you could say I have like a bit of an incline towards the PA because I think you guys are pretty harsh on them when they do condemn Hamas. They condemned October 7th. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the majority of West Bank actually supported October 7th attack.
Okay, but that's not the government. Well, I'm talking about how you treat the government here.
Yeah, because the government. Okay, the government's still paying for people.
All right, well, great conversation. Anyone in this chat? Brother. Who likes me? Eskimo 4K on Kick. Let's go.
Hi, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm an independent content creator, so the best way to support me is via Coffee down in the description below, or becoming a member, part of my YouTube channel. See you in the next video.